Honorable shareholders, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Today is the 11th June 2026 as per Gregorian calendar and 28 Jyeshtha 1433 as per Bengali calendar. I, Zahid Hassan, Acting Company Secretary of Bank Asia PLC, hereby welcome you all to the 27th Annual General Meeting of the company. This is to inform you all that the 27th Annual General Meeting of the bank has been arranged virtually through digital platform in compliance with the relevant circulars and regulations as issued by Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission and Bangladesh Bank. At the outset, I would like to introduce the members of the board of directors of the bank who are present at this annual general meeting with the honorable shareholders. Starting from my left side of the dais, we have Mr. Mohammad Ataur Rahman, NDC, Independent Director, Chairman of Audit Committee of the board. Then, sequentially to his left, we have Mr. Sabed Naim Chaudhary, Director, Chairman of Risk Management Committee of the board. We have Mr. Rumi A. Hussain, Director, Chairman of Executive Committee of the board. We have Mr. Sohail R.K. Hussain, Managing Director. We have Mr. Romarov Chaudhary, Chairman. We have Ms. Zakiarov Chaudhary, Second Vice Chairman. We have Ms. Romanarov Chaudhary, Director. We have Mr. Enam Chaudhary, Director. We have Ms. Farzana Khan, Independent Director. Besides, we also have Ms. Farhana Haq, Director. We have Mr. Nafis Khandagar, Director, who are right now connected to the annual general meeting through digital platform. Now, the national anthem of Bangladesh will be played to express our respect and affection to the motherland. I would like to request all to show appropriate respect while the national anthem is played. At this part of the meeting, I would like to request Mr. Chairman to conduct the meeting.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear shareholders, my fellow directors, representatives of regulatory authorities, managing director, and officials of Bank Asia who are now connected with us online. Assalamu alaikum and good morning. With immense pleasure, I would like to welcome you all to the 27th Annual General Meeting of Bank Asia PLC. I can see that the quorum of the 27th Annual General Meeting of the bank has been fulfilled. Therefore, I am going to formally start the Annual General Meeting. I would like to call the meeting to order. The formal proceedings of the meeting will start now. I would like to request Dr. Muhammad Omar Faisal to recite a verse from the Holy Quran.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشعين والخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات والحافظين فروجهم والحافظات والذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرات أعد الله لهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما صدق الله العظيم সূরা আল আহজাব আয়াত 35 ইরশাদ হচ্ছে নিশ্চয়ই মুসলিম পুরুষ ও মুসলিম নারী, মুমিন পুরুষ ও মুমিন নারী, অনুগত পুরুষ ও অনুগত নারী, সত্যবাদী পুরুষ ও সত্যবাদী নারী, ধৈর্যশীল পুরুষ ও ধৈর্যশীল নারী, বিনয়ী পুরুষ ও বিনয়ী নারী, দানশীল পুরুষ ও দানশীল নারী, রোজাদার পুরুষ ও রোজাদার নারী, নিজেদের পবিত্রতা রক্ষাকারী পুরুষ ও নারী, আল্লাহকে অধিক স্মরণকারী পুরুষ ও নারী, তাদের জন্য রয়েছে ক্ষমা ও পুরস্কার। বারাকাল্লাহু লানা ওয়া লাকুম ফিল কোরআনিল আযীম। আল্লাহ তাআলা আমাদের সবাইকে বরকতময় কোরআনের মাধ্যমে বারাকা দান করুন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহ।
Thank you, Dr. Faisal. Dear shareholders, I would now like to share the modality through which we are going to conduct the 27th Annual General Meeting of the Bank. First of all, I will briefly deliver the annual report for the year 2025. Then the Company Secretary will sequentially present the resolution under each of the agenda items of the meeting. Then the shareholders can raise questions or comments on the agenda items through digital platform. After the shareholders' comments and questions segment, we will try to answer or give explanations to questions and observations. After that, the Company Secretary will put each resolution into a voting process. Shareholders can cast their votes on each of the proposed resolutions through digital platform. Shareholders will have 2 minutes to cast their vote after each of the resolutions are put into the vote. Besides, the shareholders were also allowed to cast their votes on the proposed resolutions 48 hours prior to the inception of this annual general meeting through digital platform. If it is observed that the majority of the votes have been cast in favor of the proposed resolution under ordinary business and 3/4 of the votes have been cast in favor of the proposed resolution under special business, then it will be announced as passed. This is how all the agenda items will be resolved. Dear shareholders, now I'm going to present the brief annual report of the year 2025. Despite a challenging economic and regulatory environment, Bank Asia delivered a strong performance in 2025. Through enhanced governance, strengthened management capabilities, investment in technology and compliance, and a continued focus on customer service, the bank further reinforced its position in the industry. During the year, Bank Asia received prestigious recognition, including the WSBI SDG Award 2025 and the Bangladesh FinTech Award 2025 for financial inclusion, reflecting our commitment to sustainable growth, innovation, and financial inclusion. Financially, the bank achieved solid results. Operating profit increased by 14% to 1,936 crores, while net profit after tax rose by 61% to 446 crores. Deposit grew by 10%, total assets increased by 11%, and our CRAR stood at 15.32%, well above the regulatory requirements. Based on this performance, the board has recommended a 17% dividend for 2025. Bank Asia continues to lead in financial inclusion, serving over 7 million customers through one of the country's largest agent banking network, while contributing to society through healthcare, education, and community development initiatives. Dear shareholders, I sincerely thank Bangladesh Bank, Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission, the Stock Exchange, our regulators, customers, shareholders, and all stakeholders for their continued support. I also extend my appreciation to my fellow directors, management team, and employees for their dedication and commitment. Together, we remain committed to building a stronger, more resilient, and future-ready Bank Asia. My very best wishes to all of you. Now, I would like to request the Company Secretary to read the proposed resolutions under each of the agenda items, take comments and questions on the same, and finally put the resolution into a voting process.
Mr. Chairman, now I'm going to read out the proposed resolution under ordinary business, agenda item number 1. Resolved that the profit and loss account of the company for the year ended on December 31st, 2025, and the balance sheet as at that date, together with the reports of the chairman, managing director, directors, and auditors thereon, be and are hereby approved. In this regard, we have received few questions and comments relevant to the above ordinary business under agenda item number 1 and special business of the annual general meeting from our honorable shareholders. I would like to thank honorable shareholders for their valuable comments and questions. Now, I would like to request the managing director to share a few words for our honorable shareholders.
A very warm welcome to our distinguished shareholders. I would like to begin by thanking our honorable chairman, our honorable board of directors for their steadfast guidance, emphasis on good governance. And I'm really happy to see that there's been a number of very constructive questions given to us, and as well as advice. We will, of course, give a lot of importance to all the suggestions, review them. Thank you very much for them. Now, if I can ask our company secretary to recite the questions, and we will respond to the questions as appropriate.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. Now, I'm going to read out pertinent questions and observations raised by shareholders one by one, which Mr. Managing Director would answer accordingly. My first question received from Mr. Kobir, BOID number 120175 0000602721, individual. জনাব চেয়ারম্যান ও বোর্ড অফ ডিরেক্টরের অন্যান্য সদস্যবৃন্দ, কোম্পানি সচিব এবং ব্যাংকের সিইও সহ সিনিয়র কর্মকর্তারা, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমি একজন শেয়ারহোল্ডার। ব্যাংক এশিয়ার একজন সদস্য হিসেবে আমি সম্মানিত বোধ করছি। আমার আইডি নম্বর 120175000602721। আমি বার্ষিক রিপোর্ট থেকে কিছু তথ্য সংগ্রহ করেছি। তাতে আমার মনে হয়েছে যে ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য আগামীতে বাড়ানোর সুযোগ আছে। বাংলাদেশে কিছু ব্যাংক যথেষ্ট পিছিয়ে গেছে, এই সুযোগে আমাদের এই ব্যাংক এগিয়ে যাওয়ার যথেষ্ট সুযোগ রয়েছে। আমাদের শাখা, উপশাখা, ইসলামিক উইন্ডো, এসএমই সেন্টার সব মিলিয়ে 164র মতো বিজনেস আউটলেট এবং 2096 মতো এমপ্লয়ি, এটা মিড লেভেলের একটি ব্যাংকের জন্য বেশি না। আমি চেয়ারম্যান মহোদয়ের দৃষ্টি আকর্ষণ করছি এবং 2026 থেকে শাখা প্রশাখা বিশেষ করে ইসলামিক উপশাখা করা যায় কিনা বলবেন। পরিশেষে ব্যাংকিং দুর্যোগের এই সময়ে আপনারা ভালো একটি ডিভিডেন্ডের প্রস্তাব করেছেন বলে ধন্যবাদ জানিয়ে শেষ করছি। এজিএম এর সফলতা কামনা করছি।
Dear Mr. Kobi, thank you very much for your questions and your suggestions. We appreciate your confidence in Bank Asia and your continued support. We have, under the guidance of our chairman and the board of directors, as well as the management, extensive program to expand our network, which comprises of branches, sub-branches, Islamic windows, and hopefully subject to approval, more Islamic windows as well as branches. We have opened about 10 Islamic windows in 2025. This year, we will have 4 branches and 20 sub-branches. And with the, if we can, as you know, the Al-Falah operation acquisition is ongoing. When that's completed, we will have 7 more branches, one of whom is Islamic branch. The bank is extremely committed to sustainable business growth, improve customer service. We believe that this is the right time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. Our second question is received from Dr. Kazi Mujibur Rahman, BOID 12044900466988745, individual. Thanks to management for giving 70% dividend. At Chairman, sir, Bangladesh Bank circular that no cash dividend without paid up capital 2,000 crore taka. So how we should be rise up paid up 2,000 crore taka? What plan to reduce NPL? Explain. What plan to rise up offshore banking policies? Next days, please explain. What plan to development grassroots level customer to involved? Banking activities, please explain. Thanks to company secretary and share officers for their cordial hospitality and good services. Wish all good service success of Bank Asia and wish all good health. Dr. Mujibur Rahman, thanks to all. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Dr. Mujibur Rahman, for your question and valuable comments. As you know, the bank recorded a growth of almost 60% in its net profit after tax. We've reached about 445 crores in 2025, and we are confident and hopeful that we will have similar results in 2026. These results will support the bank's need to expand its, increase its paid up capital to the level Bangladesh Bank has mentioned. Last year, you've already seen that from last year's performance that we are increasing our paid up capital. We have already applied to increase our authorized paid up capital to up to 3,000 crore. So the bank has a plan to reach the figure mentioned, and we are progressing on it. Reducing NPL is a priority of not only Bank Asia, the entire banking sector. As you know, if you look at the financials, there's been a substantial reduction in our non-performing loans. I'm happy to say that the reduction is not cosmetic, but it is a actual reduction based on fundamental solutions to the company's problems. For offshore banking, where there has been a substantial growth, and we continue to focus on our offshore banking through increasing our lines with correspondent banks, with DFIDs. And to increase our grassroots level operation. As you know, our agent banking has almost 7.5 million clients. We have a large review, and we plan to relaunch our small business as well as retail business. We're working with a consultant and other consultants to launch this very quickly. We are confident that the board has given us a direction. We should bring our small SME and retail portfolio up to 40 to 45% in the next 4 years. So we are preparing for that. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. Now I'm going to read out question from Mr. Golam Farooq, BOID 120559000209445. Mr. Golam Farooq have few questions, out of which his first question was ব্যাংকের এমডি ও তার সুদক্ষ টিম ফান্ড ম্যানেজমেন্ট এ নিজস্ব কুশলতা, দৃষ্টিভঙ্গি ও ব্যাংকিং খাতের বিপর্যয়ের সময়ে দূরদর্শিতার ছাপ রেখেছেন। ইনভেস্টমেন্ট ইনকাম তারই প্রতিফলন হলেও দীর্ঘমেয়াদী ইনভেস্টমেন্ট ২১,৯৮২ কোটি টাকার বিপরীতে যা ডিপোজিট ৪৫,৬৪৮ কোটি টাকার ৪৮.২%। এই আয় কতটুকু টেকসই হবে?
Dear Mr. Golam Farooq, thank you for your question. As you can imagine, 2024 and 2025 has been a challenging year for the country in terms of consumption, inflation, foreign exchange, as well as external events which have contributed to inflation here. Interest rates continues to remain high. Under these scenarios, we have been extremely careful in increasing our loan book. Our loan book is currently around 30,000 crore. And although the growth may seem marginal, but we've also written off a significant portion of loans of the past. And if you were to add that, we would be very much in line with the credit growth in the country. Credit growth has fallen to around 4.72%, as you know, and this may continue for a while, but we have extensive plans to increase our loans in small and medium enterprises as well as retail. And we continue to focus on our corporate business, looking at the most viable, profitable enterprises. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. Mr. Golam Farooq's second question was 2024 সালে ইন্টারেস্ট আয় প্রবৃদ্ধি ছিল 31%, 2025 সালে ঋণাত্মক 123%, এর ব্যাখ্যা প্রয়োজন।
Thank you, Mr. Golam Farooq, again for your question. Investment income, as you know, there's been a revenue shortfall and the government borrowing has increased, and there has been a challenge in the market because of the disruptions in the last few years. The returns from investments has been a safer and more profitable option for us. And we, like many of the other banks, have used it to the extent possible. However, this is a short-term or intermediate solution, and we fully intend to go and increase our corporate SME retail offshore banking business. So our surplus funds are well invested. The interest earnings move according to the interest of the individual treasury bills, bonds at each time. Right now, it is slightly lower, and we are looking at the direction of that in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. Mr. Golam Farooq's third question was প্রফেশনাল জনসম্পদ ধরে রাখার জন্য জনসম্পদ বান্ধব বেতন ভাতা নীতি অপরিহার্য, যা এই ব্যাংকে কি প্রতিপালন করেছে? বেতন ভাতা বৃদ্ধি কি প্রতি বছরের মূল্যস্ফীতির সাথে সামঞ্জস্যপূর্ণ?
We believe so. We believe that attracting skilled employees and their development is extremely important for the growth of the bank. Our remuneration is in line with the first top quartile of the market, but we also value in providing more growth opportunities through experience, greater training, greater knowledge accumulation, and exposure to leading solutions of the future, which we and a number of other banks are introducing to the market. We believe it is more than remuneration, which attracts good people, the best people, to stay on with the bank. And we have also done many things to expand our staff's future requirements in terms of insurance support, retirement benefits, etc. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. Mr. Ghulam Farooq's fourth question was, ব্যাংকের সিজিসি বা কর্পোরেট সুশাসন তথা সংখ্যালঘু শেয়ার হোল্ডারদের স্বার্থ রক্ষায় স্বাধীন পরিচালকদের কার্যক্রম যথাযথ কিনা, তাদের দায়িত্ববোধ ও এর স্বচ্ছতা ও জবাবদিহিতা ব্যাখ্যা করবেন।
I will ask our CFO to respond to this question, but I would like to assure you that we comply with the central bank, BSEC, and all the relevant regulations in this regard. And we are investing more and more every year as part of our expanded community engagement programs.
Starcom, and thank you, honorable shareholder, for the your important question. Our independent director have actively discharged their responsibility in strengthening the bank corporate governance framework. Through their participation in board and committee meeting, they have provided independent judgment and key strategic and policy matters, reviewed management action, and safeguard the interest of all stakeholders, including minority shareholders. The independent directors have also exercised effective oversight to ensure compliance with the corporate governance code issued by Bangladesh Security Exchange Commission, BSEC. Through their guidance and supervision, they have contributed to promoting accountability, fairness, transparency, and responsibility across the organization, thereby enhancing the overall governance standard of the bank. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director and CFO. Mr. Ghulam Farooq's fifth question was, 6 বছরে 174 কোটি টাকা ডোনেশন ও সাবস্ক্রিপশনের বিস্তারিত শিডিউল ও তালিকা প্রয়োজন। এদের পরিচয় প্রদানের ন্যায্য কারণ, বিস্তারিত শিডিউল ও তালিকা প্রয়োজন।
Thank you, Mr. Ghulam Farooq. I will refer to our CFO and ask him to respond to this. And we will also try to, there are a number of questions which are of similar nature. We will try to consolidate them in the interest of time and answer at a time. CFO.
Thank you, honorable shareholder. In our total CHR expenditure in 2024, we have spent 133 million. In 2025, 42 million. We spend our CSR expenditure mainly in Prime Minister and Chief Advisor funds, socially required person, and socially lag behind people. Besides, we spend our CSR expenditure in the sector of education, health sector, disaster management sector, environment and climate change sector. We are ensuring the shareholders that before do any CSR expenditure, we take all necessary approval and followed all regulatory guidance. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director and CFO. Mr. Ghulam Farooq's sixth question was, 3.3% ট্যাক্স নজিরবিহীন, অবিশ্বাস্য, অলৌকিক, অবাস্তব। সংখ্যালঘু শেয়ার হোল্ডারদের কাছে এর সন্তোষজনক ও গ্রহণযোগ্য ব্যাখ্যা প্রয়োজন।
Thank you, Mr. Golab Farooq, and I'm happy you asked this question. First of all, I want to assure our honorable shareholders that we are fully compliant with regards to our tax regulations. Balance sheet management is a very tried and tested way of ensuring or optimizing profitability of the bank. So our concentration on government securities in the last 2-3 years has resulted in a substantial increase in our tax-exempt income from capital gain on these. So that has helped. Secondly, the bank has also written off a significant portion of the loan. This was encouraged by the central bank, our Bangladesh Bank, in 2025, and we have written off a substantial amount of loan, about almost 1,300 crores of legacy NPLs. That has also helped us to reduce our tax burden. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. Now, we have received a question from Mr. Mohammad Abu Taleb, BOID number 12024 0000803335. Assalamu alaikum. I am glad to attend the 43rd, that is 27th AGM of Bank Asia. My BOID number 12024 0000803335. My name is Mohammad Abu Taleb. I would like to thank the chairman along with the board and CEO of the bank for their valuable contribution to the good and stable growth in 2025. I also thank them for a good number of dividends for 2025, and we will desire same in upcoming closings. Dear audience, I want to trace some factors got in the annual report 2025. 1. Interest income decreased almost 11.53%. That is 59.44 minus 47.91 from 2024. Vice versa, interest paid on deposit and borrowing increased almost 2.52%. That is 47.69% minus 50.21%. Second question, commission and exchange income decreased 4.35%. That is 9.61% minus 5.26%. Third question, other operating income also dropped 1.455%. So I would like to request the senior management to be more careful and more deployment of fund. Hence, no collected fund will not be utilized. So thanking all and hoping the success of AGM. Allah Hafiz.
Dear Mr. Abu Taleb, thank you for your question, a very pertinent one. I want to assure you the bank is extremely focused in growing its business operations, its customer bases. The last 2-3 years has been challenging for the banking sector, as you may have all seen from media coverage of NPLs as well as other factors. We've been very prudent and we have strategically invested our deposit funds in areas which will be safe and which would allow us to optimize or maximize profitability, which would again allow us to ensure that we have surplus provision for future issues. So in that respect, the bank is in a stronger position. However, from this year onwards, you will see a substantial growth in our loan and other portfolio, which will also result in the commission figures which you've mentioned and the exchange aspects. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. We have received another question from Mr. Bishwajit Ghosh, BOID 120205002386 individual. 27তম বার্ষিক সাধারণ সভায় সকলকে লাল গোলাপ শুভেচ্ছা ও অভিনন্দন। ধন্যবাদ যথাসময়ে সভা করার জন্য এবং 17% ডিভিডেন্ড দেওয়ার জন্য। 8.5% নগদ, 8.5% বোনাস। তবে আগামীতে সভা সেমিনার সরাসরি দিবেন মাঝে মাঝে। এতে জবাবদিহিতা থাকে এবং তা ব্যাংক ও শেয়ার হোল্ডার সবার জন্যই ভালো। তবে আগামীতে আরো অনেক বেশি ডিভিডেন্ড চাই, কেননা ইস্টার্ন ব্যাংক আমাদের 28% ডিভিডেন্ড দিয়েছে। পরিশেষে বলবো, আমাদের ডিভিডেন্ড গুলো আমাদের ব্যাংকিং হিসাবে 1 সপ্তাহের মধ্যে দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করবেন। সকলের মঙ্গল কামনায়, বিশ্বজিৎ ঘোষ।
Mr. Ghosh, thank you very much for your observations and your request that we distribute the dividend within a week. We believe we can do that, and our share department will work in that respect. And regarding dividend declaration, that's a function of the board as well as the shareholders. However, I believe that a consistent, sustainable, good level of dividend is better than a dividend which moves up and down and provides lack of predictability for the market. So in that respect, Bank Asia has been very consistent. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. By answering these questions, our question and answer part has been completed. Now, I would like to seek permission from Mr. Chairman to present the proposed resolution under ordinary business and special business again. Mr. Chairman.
You may.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now, I'm going to read out again the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 1. Resolved that the profit and loss account of the company for the year ended on December 31st, 2025, and the balance sheet as at that date, together with the reports of the chairman, managing director, directors, and auditors thereon, be and are hereby approved. Now, I'm putting the above proposed resolution into a voting process. I hope that honorable shareholders would complete the casting of their vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 1 within 2 minutes. 2-minute time has just now been elapsed. Now we are going to announce the result of the vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 1. 72 crore 46 lakh 88,655 votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 1, and nil votes were cast against the same. Excuse me, 28 votes were cast against the same. Since majority of the votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 1, I hereby announce that the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 1 have been passed. Before I read out the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 2, this is to inform you all that as per Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission's directive number BSEC/CMRRCD/2009-193 Part 7/91 dated 13 July 2025, it was directed, among others, that a certificate duly attested by the Managing Director, Chief Financial Officer, and Company Secretary to be presented at the annual general meeting regarding confirming the transfer of the declared amount to the dividend account maintained with Bank Asia PLC, Bank Asia Tower Branch. In compliance with the directive, the required certificate has been presented in this annual general meeting. Now, I'm going to read out the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 2. Resolved that the proposal to recommend 8.5% cash dividend and 8.5% stock dividend for the year 2025 be and is hereby approved. Further, resolved that the shareholders whose names appeared in the share register at the close of business on the record date, that is 20th May 2026, will be entitled to cash and stock dividends. Further, resolved that the bonus shares will be distributed among the shareholders for full unit without any fraction. As on record date, 20th May 2026, all the fractions of bonus shares totaling 3,446 shares will be allotted to the name of the company secretary, and that the fraction shares so allotted will be sold at the prevailing market price, subject to the completion of the requisite formalities, and the sale proceeds will be distributed among the concerned shareholders in proportion to their fractional shares, be and is hereby approved. Now, I'm putting the above proposed resolution into a voting process. I hope that honorable shareholders would complete the casting of their vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 2 within 2 minutes. 2-minute time has just now been elapsed. Now we are going to announce the result of the vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 2. 74 crore 98 lakh 42,900 shares, 900 votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 2, and 128 votes were cast against the same. Since majority of the votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 2, I hereby announce that the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 2 have been passed. Now, I'm going to read out the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 3. Resolved that Mr. Enam Chaudhary, nominated by Zest Polymers Limited, Ms. Zakia Rauf Chaudhary, nominated by Amiran Generations Limited, and Ms. Romana Rauf Chaudhary, nominated by Maya Limited, would retire from the position of director in the 27th AGM of the bank to be held on 11 June 2026, as per relevant provisions of the Articles of Association of the bank. Further, resolved that the re-election of Mr. Enam Chaudhary, nominated by Zest Polymers Limited, Ms. Zakia Rauf Chaudhary, nominated by Amiran Generations Limited, and Ms. Romanov Chaudhary, nominated by Maya Limited as directors of the bank who sought re-election in the 27th Annual General Meeting as per relevant provisions of the Articles of Association of the bank, subject to the approval of Bangladesh Bank, be and is hereby approved. Now, I'm putting the above proposed resolution into a voting process. I hope that honorable shareholders would complete the casting of their vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 3 within 2 minutes. 2-minute time has just now been elapsed. Now we are going to announce the result of the vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 3. 74 crore 94 lakh 89,706 votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 3, and 28 votes were cast against the same. Since majority of the votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 3, I hereby announce that the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 3 have been passed. Now, I am going to read out the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 4. Resolved that the proposal to appoint Mr. Mohammad Ataur Rahman NDC as independent director of Bank Asia PLC in the 27th annual general meeting be and is hereby approved. Now, I am putting the above proposed resolution into a voting process. I hope that honorable shareholders would complete the casting of their vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 4 within 2 minutes. Two-minute time has just now been elapsed. Now we are going to announce the result of the vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 4. 74 crore 98 lakh 5,087 votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 4, and 9,428 votes were cast against the same. Since majority of the votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 4, I hereby announce that the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 4 have been passed. Now, I'm going to read out the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 5. Resolved that proposal for approval of appointment of Hoda Vazi Choudhury and Co., Chartered Accountants, as new statutory auditor of Bank Asia PLC for the term until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting with a fee of Taka 28,77,448 only, plus VAT and other reimbursable expenses as set by the Financial Reporting Council, FRC, at actual be and is hereby approved. Now, I'm putting the above proposed resolution into a voting process. I hope that honorable shareholders would complete the casting of their vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 5 within 2 minutes. Two-minute time has just now been elapsed. Now we are going to announce the result of the vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 5. 74 crore 67 lakh 56,705 votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 5, and 30 lakh 48,470 votes were cast against the same. Since majority of the votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 5, I hereby announce that the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 5 have been passed. Now, I'm going to read out the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 6. Resolved that the proposal to appoint Messrs. Salahuddin and Associates for providing the certification on compliance of Corporate Governance Code for the year ended 2026 with a fee of Taka 40,000 only, excluding VAT, be and is hereby approved. Now, I'm putting the above proposed resolution into a voting process. I hope that honorable shareholders would complete the casting of their vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 6 within 2 minutes. Two-minute time has just now been elapsed. Now we are going to announce the result of the vote on the proposed resolution under agenda item number 6. 74 crore 98 lakh 3,781 votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 6 and 259 votes were cast against the same. Since majority of the votes were cast in favor of the proposed resolution under agenda item number 6, I hereby announce that the proposed resolution under ordinary business agenda item number 6 have been passed. Now, I'm going to read out the proposed resolution under special business to transact the following business and if deemed fit to adopt the following resolution as special resolution. To increase the authorized share capital of the company. Resolved that the proposal for enhancement of the authorized share capital of the company from 1,500 crore only divided into 150 crore ordinary shares of Taka 10 each to Taka 3,000 crore only, divided into 300 crore ordinary shares of Taka 10 each, as well as the amendment of clause B of the memorandum of the articles of the articles of banking PLC as supposed to know, and thereby as further result that the memorandum and articles of company with all amendments made up to the of the memorandum and articles of the company and thereby adopted as memorandum and articles of the company and by the amended memorandum and articles of the register of joint stock company firms at Dhaka for stock. Amended of clause B of the memorandum of association. Existing clause B. The authorized share capital of the company is like 1,500 crore only, divided into 150 crore ordinary shares of Taka 10 only each, with rights, privileges, and conditions attaching thereto as are provided by the regulations of the company for the time being, with power to increase and reduce capital of the company and to divide the shares of the company from time to time into several classes and attach thereto respectively such preferential, deferred, qualified, or special rights, privileges, or conditions as may be determined by or in accordance with the regulations of the company and to vary, modify, or appropriate in such rights, privileges, or conditions in such manner as may for the time being be provided by the regulations of the company. Proposed clause B. The authorized share capital of the company is Taka 3,000 crore only, divided into 300 crore ordinary shares or Taka 10 only, each with rights, privileges, and conditions attaching thereto as are provided by the regulations of the company for the time being, with power to increase and reduce the capital of the company and to divide the shares of the company from time to time to several classes and attach thereto respectively such preferential, deferred, qualified, or special rights, privileges, or conditions as may be determined by or in accordance with the regulations of the company and to vary, modify, or abrogate in such rights, privileges, or conditions in such manner as they or the time be provided by the regulations of the company. D. Amendment of Article 6 of the Articles of Association. Existing Article 6. The authorized share capital of the company is Taka 1,500 crore only, divided into 150 crore ordinary shares of Taka 10 only each. Proposed Article 6. The authorized share capital of the company is Taka 2,000 crore only, divided into 200 crore ordinary shares of Taka 10 each only each. Now, I am putting the above special resolution into voting process. I hope that honorable shareholders will complete the casting of their vote on the proposed special resolution within 2 minutes. Now, we are going to announce the result of the vote on the proposed special resolution. 74 crores, 94 lakh, 80,250 votes were cast in favor of the proposed special resolution and 3 lakh, 23,799 votes were cast against the same. Since 99.96% of the votes were cast in favor of the proposed special resolution, which represents more than 3/4 of the votes cast in favor of the special resolution, I hereby announce that the proposed special resolution has been passed. With the above announcement on the result of the agenda under ordinary business and special business, the voting process of the 27th annual general meeting has been completed. Now, I would like to request Mr. Chairman to deliver the closing speech of this annual general meeting. Thank you.
Of this annual general meeting. After sharing a few words with you, I will announce the closure of the meeting. The 27th annual general meeting has been well organized and successful due to your assistance and cooperation. I express my sincere gratitude to all of you in this regard. My thanks and congratulations goes to the team that is responsible for the successful execution of this event. My sincere thanks also goes to my fellow directors, without whose all-out support this meeting would not have materialized. I hereby declare the closure of the 27th annual general meeting of Bank Asia PLC. Allah Hafiz.